Welcome to the Sundown Show. On this show, we bring you the movers and shakers of South Sudan and the world over. We engage in debates and discussions that unearth the stories behind the news. And we have our light moments too by chit-chatting about issues that affect our day-to-day life. Stay right here on the Sundown. Join in and be part of the show on iRadio, your eye on South Sudan.
برنامج سانداون هو وجهتكم للأخبار والآراء والنقاشات والحوارات. استمعوا إلى البرنامج حيث يتحدث فيه أصحاب القرار عن قضايا تؤثر في بلدنا وغارتنا، فقط عبر برنامج سانداون على آي راديو. عينك على جنوب السودان.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Sundown Show on our radio with me, Wol Mapal, and my colleague,
Madrama James.
Today is Tuesday, 25th August November 2025. The program comes to you Monday to Friday from 4 p.m. to 5:55 p.m. for a comprehensive look at daily events, the latest information, in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and exciting surprises. And to be part of this show, or this program rather, call us on 0911-986-986 or 0922-986-986, and you can send us a text message on 0913-986-986. If you cannot access to the radio, we are also online live on Facebook, X, YouTube, and more. You can also stream this broadcast live by logging on to our website www.iradio.org. Coming up in our first hour is the passing of the cyber crime and computer misuse bill 2025.
one of the contentious issues, by the way, is starting from last year, but and finally it has gotten to the third reading, and today
the final reading has been passed, waiting for the president to enact it into law.
And the big question is, what is really in this particular bill?
Let us first listen to the chairperson of the Information and Communication Committee of the Parliament, of course, and that is Mr. Oliver Modi. Modi, rather.
Oliver Mori.
Oliver Modi.
Yeah.
Reading this, and we shall be right back for discussion.
All right. So stay close and stay tuned, as we shall be getting into the details of what that this particular bill entails us.
The Republic of South Sudan Transitional National Legislative Assembly. Joint report of the Standing Specialized Committees on ICT and Postal Services, Legislation and Justice, and National Security and Public Order on the Cyber Crimes and Computer Misuse Bill 2025 in the third reading stage. Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, cognizant to the August House Extraordinary Sitting number 3, 2025, dated 23rd October 2025, where the bill was deliberated on its second reading stage on general principles and in accordance with Regulation 114 of the Conduct of Business Regulation 2011 as amended, that regulates the bill in its third reading stage. I now, on behalf of the three committees, present the Cyber Crimes and Cyber Misuse Bill 2025 to the August House for deliberations in its third reading stage. Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, in recognition of the significant importance of the bill and recommendations made by the August House during its second reading stage, and the urgency of this bill to establish and provide a citizen-oriented cyber crimes regulatory framework, respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms as stipulated in the Constitution of the Republic of South Sudan 2011 as amended, and the R-Axis. I do hereby humbly request the August House for the suspension of Regulation 106 of the Transitional National Legislative Assembly Conduct of Business Regulation 2011 as amended, and to evoke Regulation 100 of the Transitional National Legislative Assembly Conduct of Business Regulations as amended, to treat this bill as urgent and pass it through all readings to the final stage in one day. That is to say, today, Tuesday, 25th of November 2025. Allow me to present the joint report of the committees of the Cyber and Computer Misuse Bill in its third reading stage and pass it through the remaining stages. Observations made during the second reading were as follows. The joint committees requested the August House to deliberate and propose remarks and observations and recommendations to this bill 2025. 2. The bill is consistent with the Transitional Constitution of the Republic of South Sudan 2011 as amended and the R-Axis. In the bill, all grammatical and typographical mistakes are corrected without necessarily appearing on the records. Number 4, references are made to the legislation of the countries in the region and beyond for the best practices and observations from National Communication Authority and its parastatal bodies. All those points they raised have been incorporated into the bill. 5, insertions are bolded, while all deletions are all bolded or stricken across the bill. Recommendations and amendments. Chapter 1, Preliminary Provisions. Purpose, number 3. This section has been rewritten and paraphrased as enumerated in page 4 of this bill. A new section 5, suppression, has been added. In the interpretation section 6, the following words have been redefined and paraphrased accordingly. Refer to pages 5 to 12. All new interpretations have been bolded and the paraphrased ones are stricken through. Chapter 2, Obligations of Service Providers and Jurisdiction of Cyber Crimes and Computer Misuse. The committees do not have any observation in this particular chapter. Chapter 3, Offenses and Penalties. 1. Chapter 3 and 4 have been swapped and renumbered accordingly. Chapter 3 is now Offenses and Penalties. Throughout the chapter, all new insertions have been bolded, deletions have been stricken through, and sections, example section 13 and 14, that are technologically outdated have been stricken through and paraphrased in other relevant sections within the chapter. Chapter 4, establishment of the persecution unit and procedural powers of investigation. The title of the chapter has been paraphrased, and all the sections 36 to 43 have been rewritten accordingly. Refer to pages 28 to 32. Chapter 5, Critical National Infrastructure. Chapter 5 of Critical National Infrastructure is a new addition to the bill, adding new sections 44 to 50. Chapter 6, International Cooperation. Chapter 6 of the International Cooperation has been enhanced from its original form in the bill into a complete and detailed chapter and sections. This is meant to improve on South Sudan's ability to combat cross-border cyber crime. Chapter 7, General Provisions. This is a new addition chapter to the bill that highlights new sections from 60 to 67. Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members of the August House, finally, I humbly request the August House to deliberate and pass this report of the Joint Committees on the Cyber Computer Misuse Bill 2025 from the current format through the third reading and the ultimate goal being the fourth reading of this bill. Right Honorable Speaker, I end here and welcome all the comments and observations from the honorable members. Thank you.
Well, you have just listened to the honorable member, that's Oliver Mori, who is the Speaker of the Parliament right there.
And right there now, let's go and listen also to Honorable Bol Joseph Agao, who is also a member of the Parliament, reacting to the Cyber Crime and Computer Misuse Bill.
With the Transitional National Constitution 2011 as amended, in the sense that it is not in conformity with the provisions of Articles 22 and Article 24, Sub-Article 1 and 3, talking about Sub-Article 22 speaks about the privacy, and Article 24 is freedom of expression and media, where Sub-Article 1 clearly states, that is in the Constitution. If you have a copy or on your phone, you have a soft copy, you can read from there. Right Honorable Speaker, on the bill, there is also a contravention to the provisions of Section 13 of the Media Authority Act 2013, as it stipulates that any provision incorporated within any law restricting freedom of expression and media has to be specifically and narrowly defined and subject to tests of necessity, proportionality, and pressing social need of the citizens of South Sudan, as defined by democratic and human rights courts. Section 6 of the same of the Media Authority stipulates guiding principles of the Media Authority. They also they are compromised by this bill, thus it is inconsistent or unreservedly repeals the Media Authority law. Of the bill, critical infrastructure, that is interpretation, is referred to a section of the law of the bill that does not exist in the bill. Page
six,
7.
please be very specific. Page,
Page
6
7.
what?
Page 7.
Page 7 which paragraph?
Page 7, interpretation. Critical infrastructure is on the first top page where economic security is. The next sentence is talking critical infrastructure means a computer or computer system designated under subsection 1 of section 30. That subsection 1 of section 30 does not exist in this bill. So you check, the bill is missing that section, and it is very important. Instead, the section that could relate to this section is section 46 on page 33. You can open the page 33 and see if that is related. If not, then the notes will have to be rectified. On page 9,
and that was Honorable Bol Joseph Agao on cybercrime, reacting to the cybercrime.
And finally, let's listen to the Speaker of the Transitional National Legislative Assembly, Honorable Nunu Okumba.
Right, Honorable.
I've heard many of you referring to Article 24 of the Constitution, which says every citizen shall have the right to the freedom of expression, reception, and dissemination of information, publication, and access to press without prejudice to public order, safety, or morals as prescribed by the law. I don't see any contradiction here. There is no contradiction. Because morals, the issue of morals and public order, there is no absolute freedom here. You cannot be free to the point that you disturb the public, or you even go against the moral standards of the community, of the society. And this is what is happening now in the social, with this media thing, with the social media, the technology. So the law here is clear. I don't see any contradiction. Article 22 about privacy, I don't see any contradiction, because actually this law will protect the privacy. Because you cannot go and install a camera in somebody's bedroom and this is privacy. And then you take it and put it in the social media. These are the kind of moral things we are talking about. And public disorder. Honorable Minister of Information, the new minister is to...
And that is right, Honorable Jema Nunukumba, Speaker of the Transitional National Legislative Assembly. What I've picked from her, Mr. Madrama James, is there is no absolute freedom. Second to that is it you are right? Okay, if people are to talk about the right of, the freedom of expression, or the right, the bills of right as enshrined in the Constitution, that is it your right to get into my privacy, let's say?
Absolutely no.
Absolutely
Meaning
not.
everything that we shall be sharing, we shall be talking about, it should be within,
of course,
the law.
Should be abide by the law.
Sure.
That is it. What do you say on this, Madrama?
This is one of the controversial bills so far. Some activists welcome it and others are opposing it. Some citizens welcome it and still others are opposing it. Of course, it's good always to have this kind of mixed reaction. And at the end of the day, so long as it benefits even one of my grandma who is down there in the village but have access to that internet as well, or computer. At the end of the day, it gets back to whether we are using the computer in a rightful way or in a wrong way. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, indeed, you are right on that aspect, Madrama. And today during the deliberation, remember I was there, such concerns were also raised that, this bill, people with authority are going to take advantage, and infringe on the rights of other citizens, trying to misuse the law. But then, to me, it's not a bad bill, as long as it's going to be used, appropriately.
Sure.
I know it's going to be quite controversial in a sense that we're still a young country that is, that is not aware of the digital literacy. Our country now needs digital literacy, and that's why you are seeing all these things happening. People invading into people's privacies. These nasty pictures being shared widely on social media without one knowing the consequences of it. It's because of lack of the digital literacy. But if the bill is going to be used on those specifically, then it's going to be good. But then if the authorities, those with powers now are going to use or misuse the bill now just to to intimidate citizens on their freedom of expressions, let's say like me, expressing my concern over media, then people will say that is cyber crime.
Sure.
Then there's a way it's going to to be a worst thing to do.
At the moment, citizens are so worried about two bills. That's one, the National Security Bill, and Cyber and Computer Misuse Bill. And these are some of the things. At the end of the day, it boils down to our government also. Do we have some of the infrastructures to detect? Because you cannot say, Wol misuse the computer, but at the end of the day, technological wise, where are we? All those things requires some investment, and at the end of the day, people should not be arrest randomly for sharing some of their valid concern that will also or equally take our country forward. But it should also be within the law. But at the end of the day, it's if the bill is also being used by some elites to torture those who are also sharing some of their valid concerns, then that's where the problem will definitely be.
I think we can open this now to the public discussion. Of course, you can dial us on 0911 986 986, 0922 986 986 and be part of this program.
All right. And finally, before maybe we pick some few calls, I'm briefly here just to say thank you, dear listener, from the start of this very year. We have been interacting Monday to Friday on this very show, and time has come for me also to inform you that I will be leaving briefly and come back inshallah next week to continue with you, and the same trust, same engagement, same interactions that we have been all along having together with you. Wol is here and is very confident. At the same time, he's having the ability to take you guys forward. Inshallah, we meet next week. Mustamin fi kul mahal zaman jahna biyad labara min akit studio wana bsi barnamija fi den bita azemili wa Wol Mapal bigedi maakum lahadi fi usbu'a al-jay hindi mushwar basit ana bijaya arijatani عشان كيف يقدي معكم لكنه خان مرتاح عشان كيف ناسو كمان برضو توجهات بتاعكم مشاركة وكل شيء لأن بدأ من في السنة الفاضلة هذه في السنة دي وإن شاء الله أقول يكون بخير ربنا يكون معنا لحد نقابل تاني مرة في أسبوع
one last thing, Madrama James, before you leave. I also want to appreciate you for always being there for your listeners. It's not easy, to be in this show for the whole year until now. I just wish you a safe journey and happy return as well. But tell your listeners that the host that you have left them with is not good in Arabic, so that they transition now as early as possible. So that
I believe
given a hard time.
Still, I'm not also good in Arabic, but at the end of the day, there's Gal fi Arabic konyo konyo. You can even introduce Arabic Jebel. Still,
konyo konyo.
It's all the best, my brother.
Thank you so much, Madrama James, and let's go for a short break, and we shall be right back.
Inshallah. Bye.
Bye bye. A very good evening. Welcome to the Sundown here on iRadio, your eye on Sundown. My name is Wol Mapal, sitting in for Madrama James, and of course I'll be taking you through this particular event from Monday to Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. In our today's first hour, of course, we are talking about the Cybercrime and Computer Misuse Bill 2025 that was passed today. by the National Legislative Assembly with its all recommendations. Whether good or bad, it has been passed. Now waiting for the president to enact it into the law. What is your take on this particular discussion? And to be part of it, dial us on 0922986986, 0911986986. iRadio. iRadio. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm fine. Welcome in, Chief General Wol Mapal.
Thank you. Thank you. Your name and where come from?
This is Diang in Wow.
Diang in Wow. How's Wow today?
Yeah, Wow is fine. We have just had a brief rain.
Wow, you guys are blessed. That's a blessing.
Yeah. Rain is just now. The weather is cool.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, welcome to the show. This is Sundown where we fire people.
Thank you. You're highly welcome to fire me.
Okay. Actually, the bill is not bad. And it's not good. Because it's not bad when it is used in the right way. Because law is there to protect people. And no one will say no for the law. When the law is there, enacted by the government, is to protect me and you and everyone.
Yes.
But law is always bad because in South Sudan, we call South Sudan law always to be congruent law. You know, law that are not punishing others and they are punishing others. We consider our country law to be there, people who are above the law. There are families and individuals who are above the law of South Sudan. And this is something that makes us worried always citizens. Wherever there's such a controversial law, we fear, not because it's bad, but a concerned citizen like me, like another one, will maybe face it, because if God has not protected him, or if security are not aware of this mandate. And that's why sometimes people fear, not because that there is something wrong with the law, but it is because that when it is misused by powerful individuals. So now here, I'm calling upon the government, especially the National Communication Authority, the Media Authority, Minister of Information, and all the rest who are maybe in one way or another will engage with this law, to make sure that there are tools that identified what is crime actually, what is cyber crime. South Sudanese also still doesn't know what is cyber crime, and also it's still that there are good awareness about the law, so that a citizen will be able to know what is the cyber crimes, so that you avoid where the crimes and where is the freedom of expression and freedom of speech and also freedom of information, so that you get information. So now here, let the parliamentarian or security who will maybe use, because there are law enforcement agencies who will impose this law, not to intimidate people with the freedom of expression. People also let the powerful individual not use it to protect themselves from criticism. Okay? Because a government official should not use this law to protect themselves from being criticized by activists or by a citizen concerned, because they are there in the public seat to be criticized when they are not doing the right. So let them not say that when I write on social media that the governor of Western Bargazal have not did 1, 2, 3, he will think that this is cyberbullying or crime. No, I am criticizing him. I'm telling him you have not done the right thing. So this is a difference between now a crime, cyber crime, and criticism or freedom of expression from the concerned citizen. So we are making it clear. We are making it clear to the government officials. If they attempt to do that, we will know this law was meant to protect themselves from criticism. They make it to protect themselves from being criticized by the concerned citizen. Actually, there are a lot of things that make government today to be criticized, and let them ready for criticism. As though this law is passed, some of us are going to start criticizing the government officials because they have not done the right thing. They have not done the right thing for the citizens, since the independent. We have not seen the government doing good for us. Until now, the same parliament who is passing law, is have not done what the parliament is supposed to do. So it's still the parliament, when they are criticized as the parliament, let them not say that now we have passed the law, let us run after people who have criticized us. That itself is also abuse of the power. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Janja, all the way from Wow. And of course, I've noted a very strong recommendation from your call now that the lawmakers or people with authorities should not use this bill, to protect themselves from being criticized by the activists, journalists, or other concerned citizens. That is a very good point. Now, before I pick another call, I just want to highlight few of the offenses of this Cybercrime and Computer Misuse Bill 2024. The offenses include unauthorized data transmission, wrongful distribution of obscene or internet images, publication of false information, and incitement through computer system. Others include cyberbullying, espionage, revenge pornography, and child pornography, and related offenses, as well as attempt, conspiracy, aiding, and abetting, among others. These are some of the offenses. If you know you are on this, refrain from now. Now let's have another call. Hello. To be part of this program, dial on 0911-986-986, 0922-986-986, and we have another caller. Hello, iRadio.
Wol Mapal.
Hey, community advisor.
Me community advisor from Bor.
How is Jonglei?
Nice to hear your voice today.
Likewise, I'm grateful. Nice having you two on board.
What I know, there is a lot of bills who have been passed. And the bill which was passed by them is a warrant arrest. You will be captured without warrant arrest by them.
That is National Security Bill.
Yes. And it was very happy with our politicians. But all along, our politicians fall on it. And the same politicians who were passing that bill are the problem now with that bill. They are made conflict with that bill. The same to this bill. So, South Sudan politicians are blind fooled by why. Why I say so? Why I say it? When the people talk against you, you must use your power to silence that person. And in a real sense, when a person talks on your behalf that you have failed to do this, is want to tell you that go and correct what you are failing for. That is what is supposed to be said, and that is supposed to be done by our people. But now, they take it as to protect their seat. They take it as to silence citizens and the state of Africa to be the kingdom, like what happened in UK. UK are ruled by kingdom, and it want to refer it to Uganda and South Sudan. That is why you see there is no accurate election. We to choose our people of what we want. So that bill, it is a good bill, by the way, and it will work, but it will go back to their concern, to that authority concern. The same people will act like the same people who were conflict with that bill of long time. The same people will follow on that issue. So I know they try to silence activists, and they try to silence citizens, and they try to silence everybody in this nation. But what I know, that the same people will fall into and we will be happy with. And we cannot keep silent, because when we see the eagle taking someone's chicken, we cannot keep quiet. We will talk until eagle will pass on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, community advisor, all the way from Bor, Jonglei State. Hello. Radio. Hello.
Hello. Wol Mapal, good evening.
Good evening, Chief. How are you?
I'm good.
Your name and where are you calling from?
David Magog from Wow.
David Magog, how is Wow today? I was told you guys have rain today.
First of all, welcome to the evening show.
Thank you so much.
My brother, when we talk about these two bills, they are good and sometimes they are not easy. Why? There are other people who have who do always step on the toes of others. The meaning of this, they don't respect the right of others. The reason of social media does not mean that you abuse different tribes. You just reach to somebody private side.
Does also mean you incite.
Yeah. So that one might be okay. But our worry is that when the enforcement law group they are going to abuse the law, this is where we will have a problem. Another good thing is that the problem is going to be shared together with the politician. It will not be the effect of the citizens. Because we have seen in the parliament now, people are passing bills throughout all the time that this bill is supposed to be passed, this bill is supposed to be signed into law, and they don't know the effect of it. There is no an article written in all those bills that it will be the citizen that will be given funding apart from the politician. So it will be any citizen in South Sudan, no matter you have title or not, and you have just come across that article, you made a mistake, you deserve to be given punishment. So let them pass the bill and know very well that the punishment is for all of us. The consequence is not for the citizen alone. The consequence will be for all the people who are in South Sudan. So they should have to revise it. Lastly, I don't know why our parliament is always rushing. What is supposed to be number one in the country is the implementation of the agreement so that the country will have a total peace. Then we start with development. Then we know exactly which one will be the right for South Sudan. Then we just go and copy and paste. But what is happening now, people are just bringing the bills that are harming people of South Sudan. And we did not even manage to produce something for ourselves to eat. So we don't know which is which. But anyway, let them try their best. And we just wait for punishment, all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Today we are talking about the Cybercrime and Computer Misuse Bill 2025 as it was passed by the National Legislative Assembly or the Transitional National Legislative Assembly with all its recommendations. Of course, the bill has the following offenses, which include unauthorized data transmission, wrongful distribution of obscene or internet images, publication of false information and incitement through computer system. Others include cyberbullying, espionage, revenge photography, phonography and child pornography and related offenses, as well as attempt, conspiracy, aiding and abetting, among others, including the incitement of the conflict. And now, how does this bill authorize the authorities? It empowers authorities to issue directives to critical infrastructure owners and service providers to enhance cybersecurity measures and authorizes administrative penalties for non-compliance. This is all about the Cybercrime and Computer Misuse Bill 2025. Radio. Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Chief. How are you?
Yeah, welcome. Thank you very much. This is Gabriel calling from BOC.
Gabriel, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it is good to have law actually. Because the laws are meant to protect everybody, including the citizens. But now my question is with my brother. To control people's behaviors is not bad, because if people go beyond the moral ethics, it's not also good. But now the problem, how sure we are, this bill is...
We apologize for that. We have lost that caller. Try again, 0911 986 986, 0922 986 986, and be part of this program. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Wol Mapal.
Good evening, Chief. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
You are speaking Razwan Jang from Jabal.
Once again?
Razwan Jang from Jabal.
Razwan Jang from Jabal. Welcome.
Yes. So, it is good for MPs or National Legislative Assembly to pass the bill because everybody should experience in whole South Sudan. But there is some.
So again, it might be network problem, but don't give up. Just keep trying. 0911 986 986, 0922 986 986. Radio.
Wol Mapal, good evening, my brother.
Good evening to you. How are you?
Welcome to the Sundown show.
Thank you very much.
Somebody called Joseph from Muniki.
Joseph from Muniki, welcome.
I will not talk in part of cyber crime, but I will talk about the National Security Bill.
The National Security Bill is it the topic of our discussion? Why can't we focus on the current bill we have in hand?
It is the two bills being passed by the Parliament. It is cyber crime and the National Security Bill. When I talk about the National Security Bill, members of the Parliament are representing people of South Sudan. But when they pass the law, they must know that laws are being implemented by the government. If they're giving powers to the national security to arrest any citizen without warrant of arrest, that one it is against the freedom of the or right of the citizen. Because the national security is supposed to be collecting data and send it to other governmental agents. Because they are not supposed to go and arrest. It is not their work. It is supposed to be the police arresting citizens and later on court to prison. And these procedures are being cut off and given that right even now to the security use to shoot people, and they are not all accountable. Who is a citizen which is beyond another citizen who can shoot and is not all accountable? So this bill is there and being passed, but later on is being withdrawn. So if the members of the Parliament are part of the citizen of the country, they could not put that statement to the Constitution that Constitution is for the country, is not for the individual. These people are being sent by some powerful individuals and dictate the right of others and misuse their power. Because it is misuse of power that there is operation. There's no operation in that national security because we know the meaning of national security and we know the meaning of the army and we know the meaning of the police service and prison service and judiciary and the Ministry of Justice. So government of the day has conflict with the law. They are one who passing the law themselves and later on they violate it because they put what so-called national security to be threat to the other citizens. And that one should not happen. It is not, because it is not their right to intimidate right of the others. It's not their right to intimidate any person. When you get somebody wearing that uniform, is talking now like somebody coming from the heaven. We are being born here and we are growing here. So let them know there is a day the period will finish and this constitution will be amended. Because amendment is one of the important in the constitution, and constitution of the day is not respecting the right of citizens, not respecting the people who are voting for the independence of this country. They are not knowing that people lost more than 2.5 million during the war. And how come that others are killing others and they are not all accountable? That one is not right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joseph.
Thank you.
A very good evening. Yes, of course, this is Sundown Show on our radio. You are on South Sudan, and today in this first hour, before we go for a short break, our topic for discussion as per now is the cybercrime and computer misuse bill that was passed today by the Transitional National Legislative Assembly, with its all recommendations after a lengthy deliberation. Of course, this bill was first tabled in 2024. Let's have another call. Hi, radio.
Yes, Mr. Wol Mapal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Gabriel again from POC.
Oh, Gabriel, welcome back.
Thank you very much. So, I'm trying to say laws are good because laws are meant to protect us, guide us, not to go against our moral ethics. They're actually good. And actually, where there's no law, there's also lawlessness. And if there's lawlessness, there will be disorder. So law is good, and I really appreciate that laws are to be actually put forward. But the problem, my concern is this. Now, how sure we are those laws are not going to be used against these poor citizens who want to express themselves? Like my brother Joseph just put it. You know, I'm really very happy about our brother Joseph and also our brother in Wow. They are the boys of boilers. Always when you actually observe their contribution, they don't have an interest at all. Yes, they want to see this country go forward. They want to see this country have peace. So this is what we want. If we want ourselves to be at peace, we want to be honest to each other, and we want to actually call for unity, not to actually take side of any kind of thing. So I appreciate Joseph, and I also appreciate our brother in Wow, their contribution. We have many contributors actually who are doing great in Sundown. So I want to say that laws are not bad, but let also the government make sure that when we are pointing things out, we want them to adjust themselves. We are not against them, but we are against anything which is not benefit to the citizens, because they are there for us, and actually we nominate them to come and present us, especially when want to us. Now, especially the parliament. So parliaments have the power. They have the power to impeach, and they have power to actually make accountability on those who obstruct it. But they are silent. Why are they silent? Which means if they are silent, they don't present the people. And if they don't present the people, what is their duty there? So these are the kind of things which we want to talk about them. If they put laws, let them know themselves that also they are included. Laws are not meant for the poor citizen, minus them. Laws are meant for everybody who is going to be against the law. So let them also be careful when they are enacting laws. Make sure that they will be also law-abiding citizens like the other poor citizens. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Gabriel. That is Gabriel, of course, sharing in his contribution or his insights on this particular discussion about the cybercrime and computer misuse bill. It has been passed by the National Legislative Assembly, now waiting for the President to enact it into a law, and it will start now its effectiveness rather. All we need to do as citizens of this country is to be law-abiding citizens. There are so many things that have been ongoing around about things related to this bill, and there are also concerns by the citizens outside there about the implications and the misuse of this bill. Let's have another caller. Hi, radio.
Wol Mapal.
Yeah.
It's me, community advisor, back again.
Welcome back.
The misuse of computer or technology in South Sudan, it is very high. When you look, everybody, and I used to call it the school of literacy, and in literacy, that class, everybody holding smartphones. And they try to report something which cannot be reported within that short period of time. They take it as to educating people that this person has passed on. They try to pass the information which are not accurate, and they will go and destroy the nation. Like what happened in Khartoum. The time when people were killed in Khartoum, and the same computer bring the information until our group, our people annoyed and start punishing those people of Sudan. And it was about to be worse, but in a real sense, our people, they don't know the meaning of computers. Your phone is a computer. And if you don't know how to use it, it's better to stop using that phone. Use it for communication and full stop, if it will be possible. But they open up their Facebook, they open up their TikTok, and they open up every application that usually very quick for message to pass the message very quick. They used to go like the men from cattle camp, they want to report. The men from the village, they want to report. The same person within the town, they want to report. Everybody want to be journalists. And I don't know why they fail to go to the school of journalism and to be focused on. So let the government of South Sudan control Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, plus other things, and to filter the information. What
Thank you.
person want to say, that is, it will be good. That is why I come back.
Thank you so much, community.
To silence our people. They want to silence us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, community advisor. Dear listener, here brings us to the end of discussion for this particular topic on the cybercrime and computer misuse bill. I want to assure you that it's not the topic for only today. We will be discussing it, all the time, and I hope to have another better time, okay, to elaborate and discuss more about it. But yes, the fact remains, it has been passed today by the National Legislative Assembly, waiting now for the President to enact it into a bill, or into a law, I mean, rather. And just my advice to you as citizens outside there is to be cautious about this. Now let's go for news headlines, and we'll be back for the second hour. Stay tuned.